Hey guys, welcome to our podcast, Botcast, episode 3.
Yes, welcome back, guys. Today we are joined by Adison's brother, Isaac.
What's poppin'?
Isaac here is not only one of the brains behind our films, but he also has his own film and his own series. If you have seen the Death of Sock series, that was completely directed by Isaac. He gets emotional every time he watches it. So, Isaac here is joining us today for a review of the movie Nope, as we discussed in the last episode. That was a little shortcut, speeded up clip of Isaac's film he has made, and it's called The Philosophy of Collin. We discussed possibly, I don't remember in the last one if we mentioned it or not, but it might see the light of day at some point.
Yeah.
So, there's something I don't remember if I also mentioned, but I broke my phone when I was working. So, me and Adison had filmed another podcast, but my phone is kind of done, so I had to get a new one. Yeah. And so that podcast is completely lost.
Yep. Sorry.
So, the story behind that, I picked up a wood pallet, and it fell on my phone, and that was the end of that.
Yeah, we had a podcast on all of Biden's secrets, but now it's lost.
Hey, only I know that, buddy. Isaac, are you a little stage fright to be on today's podcast?
No.
Do it. So, do it. Isaac liked Nope the most.
I did.
Me and Adison and the twins also went with us. We thought it was okay, but if you haven't seen it yet, it's very weird and the ending makes absolutely no sense. But Isaac actually liked it. So Isaac, would you explain to us why you liked it?
Without spoilers.
Well, no. I mean, at this point, let's do a spoiler-free review.
Yeah, spoiler-free.
And then we'll have a little spoiler review. So.
It was kind of scary and trippy. It was a little trippy.
Okay.
And I liked it because it was a good movie.
That was probably the most generic review I've ever heard. Now give us the spoiler version.
Well, big alien boy comes down from space and starts draining his blood all over the houses. So basically, I liked it because the monkey slaughtered a man and a man-woman.
What?
Maybe I should take over from here.
Okay, Adison, what do you think of Nope?
I have mixed feelings. I thought it was like the cinematography and everything was pretty good.
That's a big word.
Yes.
It means camera work.
Camaraderie.
But the overall plot, I think he has Alzheimer's.
The director.
Jordan Peele, yeah, and I think he has Alzheimer's now, and he just came up with 2 different ideas, and yeah, there are several loose ends. So for some spoilers, there's the monkey guy who eats people. He does not relate to the film at all whatsoever.
He has nothing to do with it. I'm not really sure I was in it, but he just was.
There's also a random Bible verse at the start that has no context.
Yeah, there's just nothing. There's no logic in this film, and basically it doesn't make sense. There's an alien ship, and it turns out that the ship is alive, and they can't make eye contact with it or if it attacks you, which they don't even really use that much. So I was very confused. But yeah, basically what I'm getting at, an old man had a stroke, and whatever words he murmured in his stroke, they wrote down and they made a movie about it.
I don't know why it has such high ratings.
Yeah, to be honest, I give it a 4 out of 10.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, I give 4.
I mean, it was entertaining, but it just...
I give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay. I mean, it was entertaining, but I just struggled to...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and there was a random sandal that was standing up.
It was a shoe.
Yeah,
it was a shoe just standing up in the monkey scene. If you've seen it, you know what we're talking about. You're probably just as thoroughly confused, but... Hopefully we didn't just miss something. Yeah, if we missed something big, then who knows? Yeah, comment down below. So, the twins will be joining us later today for the rest of the podcast.
Yeah.
And we discussed, I think in the last episode, that we would have a podcast where I will be asking the rest of the group questions. And they're all going to be answering the questions. And it's just to get to know everybody a little bit.
Yes.
We're going to have some juicy questions. We're going to ask Loudon about his girlfriend, Linda. Her
Yes.
name is not Lydia. As far as I'm concerned, it's Linda.
Okay, but one other thing I wanted to mention, the Bot Gang channel is PG. Nope is not necessarily PG. There's 76 uses of the F word.
Okay, so if you're a child and you're listening to this, don't. No, I'm just kidding. You can. But obviously some of our content, it probably humors younger audiences.
Yes.
And then there's of course our friends who watch it, and then there's our parents. Some of our parents watch some of our content, and they're every day more disappointed that they had us.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, Isaac, since you are new to this podcast and you are also the main villain in every film, please tell us a bit about your role in the film and why you think you play such a good villain.
Because I talk the least out of all of the Bot Gang,
That is true.
and I'm more quiet, and that's what the good villains are.
That
Because
is
Cringe villains are always like,
Yeah, they like tell their whole plan right before they do it, and then they just like tell the police, and it's like we know exactly what you're gonna do. If you've seen the Batman, the Riddler pretty much just like spoils his whole like big secret
Yeah.
that he's gonna do, and that literally is the only reason Batman is there to save the day, is because he tells him, and I don't know why he did that, but they had to give Batman a chance.
True.
Against a kid with glasses and a mask.
Yeah.
But yes, another very good film. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's 3 hours. If you complain about it being long, then you're stupid, because you probably have binged 8 episodes of a TV show in one night.
True.
That's just another thing I always think about, is people talk about how, like, oh, I'm not gonna see the movie, it's 3 hours, and then they'll watch like 6 episodes of a TV show in one night. It's like,
True.
come on. But yeah, so I think we're gonna stop here, guys, and the twins will be here shortly, and when they're here, we will begin the next section of the podcast.
Yes.
Hopefully, you guys are all doing well. Tell us about your week in the comments below.
So basically, Nope is a nope.
Nope is a nope. We give it a down vote. Don't see it unless you. I mean, I think it was still entertaining.
Yeah, I wouldn't say don't see it. I just prepare to be thoroughly confused.
Yes. Yeah. So basically, if we see movies, which we try to see a lot of movies that come out,
Yeah.
we try to give you guys we'll try to give you honest reviews on them.
Yes.
So Isaac usually goes against the group with his reviews. Isaac, I do have a question for you. So, of the movies we've seen in the last 2 years, which one was your favorite?
Dune.
Man, a few words.
Dune was pretty good.
I really like Dune.
Dune was a little confusing too.
If you rewatch it, I think you'll get more out of it. I
Yeah.
did the second time. All right, so we will. Before we go into the next section, we're gonna ask Isaac our questions.
Oh, okay.
So, Adison, do you want to go first?
Yes. What is your favorite memory of Bot Gang?
It's a good question. It's not an ASMR podcast. Isaac.
I don't know.
Do you have like a favorite moment when we were all together,
Or just think of
some
a really
us?
good memory.
Like mine was when we went to Mohican for that lodge getaway, and Addison's, I forget what yours was.
Mine was the church where Andy,
Oh yeah, the church
the
initiation.
church initiation thing.
I liked
Andy.
when we had that all-nighter at Lucas and Loudon's house.
So basically, like.
Every time we're there.
No, but
was I there?
Oh,
The
was
one
it the one with,
specific one.
Was it the one with Obama bin Laden and?
Yeah, where we
Oh.
where we filmed Death of Sock Bot Gang special.
Oh, dude, that was so. That was actually. I remember I got there really late because I was at work.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
And
I
it like
remember.
snowed like crazy. No, it didn't because there's no snow on the ground.
Your mom's a snow.
That makes no sense. Alrighty, guys, we're back. We have Lucas and Loudon here with us. Loudon, say hello.
Hello there.
Lucas, hello.
We also have a random person.
We also have Isaac and Adison still here.
Hi.
So, we are going to begin this section. And I forgot to ask Isaac my question, which we're going to make a shorter version of it. Favorite and least favorite Marvel character, Isaac? Do you have any?
For the memes.
Morbius is my favorite.
Yeah.
For all
No.
seriousness, Thor is my favorite.
Least favorite?
Least favorite, I would have to say
Wanda.
Really?
Wow.
I don't know how anyone can have that as their least favorite.
Unexpected.
Yeah.
I know you guys have a crush on Elizabeth Olsen.
Cut, Isaac, cut. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so I'm going to be asking everybody questions, and we're going to go in a circle, and they're going to answer, because we're all sitting at a park bench.
I like circles.
Well, yeah. I was going to make a joke, but that's not... Hey, is that PG?
I'm sorry.
Apologize to everyone in the podcast. Okay. By the way, I apologize if you've been permanently scarred from these podcasts. But yes. So, the first question I'm going to ask all of you, and I asked the twins this, but they're going to re-answer the question. Do you have a ghost story?
I know one of my cousins.
That doesn't count.
Okay.
Lucas, do you have a ghost story? Not any scenario that's like it could have had to be a ghost or something. Lucas, you're bad if you don't have one. Just kidding. It's fine. Addison, Isaac, do either of you have a ghost story?
I have a ghost story.
Okay.
Well, it's not really a ghost story, but
Anything that's like doesn't make sense.
it's a creepy story about Abram.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So he's in some of our films.
He is my brother, and so this happened like a couple months ago, not pretty recently.
Mm-hmm.
So he had been sleepwalking a lot lately. Like he has like random weeks that he just sleepwalks every single day.
Night.
Yeah, not day. And in this sleepwalking session, he was
Like most recent, or like is it a specific time?
this not his most recent. This like happened a few months ago.
Okay.
But he went down to my parents' bedroom
Okay.
and did not wake them up. He just stared at them for about a half an hour.
Wait, he sleeps
Upstairs.
Like, upstairs.
Yeah.
So he
In
didn't
that
walk down
hallway.
the stairs while
He
sleepwalking.
walked downstairs
And opened the door.
Opened
Open
the
two
door.
doors? Because the basement one is one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he stared at them for about half an hour before my dad finally woke up. So I'm just standing there. Asked him what he was doing, and he said he was sleeping.
So how do they know he was there for? How do they know how long he was standing there for?
Because my dad heard the door open half an hour ago, and then he fell back asleep before he like actually responded.
Interesting. And what if someone broke into a house and just fell asleep for another half an hour?
Well,
That would have been good. Isaac, do you have a ghost story for us?
No.
Addison, the only other one I can think of that I haven't really talked. I have a lot of them, right? Because I live in an old house and it's kind of haunted. Me and Addison were over at his house and it was just the two of us.
oh yes.
And there was this bear sitting on like, what is that? I guess a stand under his TV,
Yeah.
TV stand. Interesting because the TV isn't even on it.
A real bear?
No, the fake bear. And the bear it was staring at the ground, and it kept slowly looking more and more up.
Yeah.
And then we kept hearing noises downstairs. It sounded like someone kept...
It was only us there.
Yeah, it was just me and Adison there. And I kept thinking maybe they left a child here or something. And I went down and I peeked, and there was like a light and fans on. I was like, bruh.
And those are only on at night when someone's sleeping down there.
Yeah, they're only on at night, which I don't know, that was kind
Or
of sketchy.
something was down there.
Ooh, yeah. So, no one has a ghost story. And I've asked Adison this question, but I'm going to ask the other three of you. Who is your least favorite member in Bot Gang? And it's hard because we have 5 of the 7 members here, so if the other person is here, it's like, you have to say it though. Well, do you want to start us off? Do you need more time to think?
Nah, dude.
Who is
So, who's the least favorite?
least favorite?
I gotta go with Andy, I guess.
Oh. Is it just because he's not here, or is he
No.
actually your least favorite? Yeah. Lucas, do you have a least favorite?
Least favorite?
Be brutally honest.
Andy.
Really?
Man.
Okay. Addison
Nigel.
and Isaac.
Nigel.
Okay.
Collin.
What about you?
You wanna say yours?
My least favorite Bot Gang member. In the first podcast, I said it was Isaac Delp. But I didn't think very clearly, because me and Isaac Delp have many bonds, father and son bonds as of lately. And to be honest, it's probably Andy too.
No offense, Andy.
I'm sorry, Andy. We all still like you. It's just like I don't really know you, and Isaac's like the only one that's really knows you.
Yeah.
But you're still cool, bro.
Yeah.
Don't,
Keep in mind, everyone in bot.
yeah, you're still like one of our best friends. It's just, you know that's true. I mean, you and Isaac are closer than any of the rest of us.
Yes.
Like Isaac's favorite Bot Gang member is probably Andy. Is that safe to assume?
Well, besides my brother, but yes.
That's cool.
Do we want
And
to go with
besides
your favorite?
The next question is a little even juicier.
Oh.
Your favorite bot gang member. And this can be your sibling,
Loud and go.
but it doesn't have to be like, you know, if they're both gonna die, you have to pick one. It can just be your favorite, like, to hang out with at the moment, or it can be your favorite to, like, anything, you know. And if it's favorite for a certain reason, give us that reason. And let's go with Loudon.
So you guys are like, Collin and Adison are tied with me.
Okay.
My favorite to hang out at the moment is Adison. My favorite overall would probably be Collin.
Okay.
Okay.
Lucas, do you have one?
Same thing as Loudon, but
Of course.
I think Collin's like, okay, so Adison's at the moment is I prefer to hang out with him, but Collin really ties the group together.
Oh yeah,
He does. He ties it with.
Well, I mean, just because me and Isaac tie you up and force you to do these podcasts doesn't mean we're the ones tying you up.
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
I respect
Addison.
No, but these chains are getting pretty tight though. Can you lose one?
Yeah, I got you, bro. Addison already said in the first episode. I think it was me, wasn't not?
Yes, it was you.
But you said Isaac might be because of
Yeah.
your bubby.
Bubby.
Isaac, who is your favorite Botkin member to hang out with currently?
Andy.
And mine is a little bit juicy. So, it's a tie between Nigel and Adison. I'm sorry, guys. I've just known them longer.
Yeah, respect.
But currently, my favorite to hang out with.
Should we go in order?
In order? Okay, I'll go.
I mean,
My favorite in order to hang out with.
Oh, yeah.
I have not saw Andy or Nigel in a while, so they're tied for last place. Right now, probably the most fun, probably. Hear me out. It's probably been Isaac, because me and him spent a lot of bonding recently. Me and Isaac are gonna shake hands. I would say second would probably be a three-way tie between you three.
wow.
I don't know why, but me and Isaac have a bond right now, a father and son bond.
My turn, guys.
Okay.
So, to hang out with. So obviously Adison is my favorite because he's my brother. But to hang out with, I'd say Andy, and then Luke's and Loudon tie,
That was good.
and then Collin and Adison tie.
Okay.
And honestly, I don't really like Nigel that much.
I feel like no one likes Nigel but me.
I
and-
like him.
See, he's
Oh,
funny.
no, I'm not.
He's funny, but you guys, if you ever see him in a video, he struggles with a filter.
Yeah,
The
that.
filter doesn't exist.
Yeah, he does not have a filter.
Addison, you
Okay.
wanna go next?
So,
Isaac
Right.
is currently kissing my bicep. Sorry. Continue.
so
You guys are allowed to laugh. It's not a try not to laugh.
to hang out with, at the moment, it's gonna be a tie with Collin and Loudon,
Oh, okay.
and then Lucas.
You know, actually, I gotta say, actually, I'd probably put Loudon above Lucas and Addison just because me and Loudon have a bond right now because he's getting Lydia currently.
I put Lucas above Loudon, kind of, because...
Well, at the usually it's Lucas, but right now it's Loudon because we have this tutoring. Me and Addison are his relationship coaches.
Yep.
See, right now I
I'm
put
not-
Lucas above Loudon because me and him and Jay hang out a lot during camp.
How many times did you kiss the homies goodnight?
Every night.
Every night.
Oh,
Every night.
Addison.
Okay, so let's see. I got Collin and Loudon, and then Lucas, and then I'm gonna go with,
He was just staring at Addison.
and then I'm going to go with.
You haven't done Isaac, Andy,
I know I haven't done Isaac, or Nigel,
Liam.
or
Liam. Yeah, we call him Liam the Jew.
Oh yeah, Isaac, you're the one that came up with this. Please explain that.
Basically, I thought his name was Liam, so I called him Liam, and then
How
everyone
did
was
you-
like, his name is not Liam.
Well, it is now.
Yeah, it is now Liam.
Linda and Liam.
okay.
The L's. And Lucas and Loudon.
So then
And Isaac.
I'm gonna have to
Collin.
go with. Right at this moment, I'm gonna have to go with Isaac Delp, then Nigel, then Andy.
Okay, Lucas. In order.
In order to hang out with.
Yeah, your favorite to hang out with currently.
All right, right now, gotta be Collin at number one.
Oh, let's go, dude.
Then Addison.
Why do you keep touching my armpit, Isaac? Just asking.
Then we got Bubby.
I know it smells really
Oh, no,
bad.
no, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. And then we got Isaac Delp. And then we got Loudon, and then Audie. And then Nigel.
Loudon just kept dropping
Do you know
lower.
why?
It's
Because you are never, ever on Xbox. When
Hey,
the
this
boys,
Understandable.
when
Understandable.
the boys are on Xbox.
This relationship
is going very fast.
See, this I can't be mad at him
respect
because
that.
the reason he's this far is because of our guidance. We're not literally like
Wait,
giving him this.
Have I told the cast how I've set them up?
Let
How I
Loudon
set them up?
first tell his favorites, and then we will talk more about Lydia and how it happened.
AKA Linda.
Linda, yes. Sorry, Loudon. I just gave him a good night's smooch from and whatnot. I'm just kidding.
All right, so favorite.
Sorry, guys. This episode is going to be called "Love Is Love." No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
My favorite to hang out. Number 1 is Adison.
Okay.
Number 2, Collin.
Okay. Luke, you got to
Then-
put Lucas dead last.
All right, for this, I'm about to speed run this. Okay.
All right.
Isaac Andy, Nigel Lucas. Kidding, probably Isaac, Lucas, Nigel Andy.
Poor Andy. He's just getting burned this episode.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
So-
We love you, Andy.
We just have a,
Basically, now we're gonna go to the story of how Abby. Wait, no, Linda
Lydia.
is in our group.
No.
Well, no, I okay. Let me rephrase the whole thing.
I was actually gonna put Lydia first, but I kind of forgot.
You can't put. She's not one of the
I
boys
know.
unless there's something we don't know about her.
She's transgender.
Hopefully not. Isaac. So Isaac's gonna tell us about how he gave this relationship to Loudon.
Basically, Loudon was hanging out with her like for all the time after like
it was like the last 2 days.
yeah, it was like the last 48 hours they were together constantly.
Okay.
They even
Hold on. Does that mean night too?
no, not nighttime.
Yeah,
no.
I was gonna say.
They even romantically rolled down the hill beside each other.
Yeah, they
Okay. With Lucas. Lucas was third wheeling this whole time.
But anyways, I kept trying to get Loudon to ask for her number, but he was like super nervous for
almost did
some
it
weird reason. And then they were sitting at breakfast. It was the last breakfast of camp. It was the last meal. So this was the last time they had. This was the last chance. And it was like 5 minutes till the end, okay? And Loudon still had not asked her. And I was like trying to get him. I kept looking at him and he was like, "Bro, I will." And I was like,
I was
"Bro,
gonna
you
do it
gotta
after.
now."
I was gonna do it after
So
breakfast.
then I was like, big brain move. I was like, "Yo, Loudon, didn't you and Jay exchange numbers last night? Doesn't Jay have your number?" And he was like, "No." And then I said, "Wait, Linda, do you have his number?" And then she was like, "No." And then they got each other's number.
And then I turned to her. I was like, "Do you want to?" And she was like, "I don't know." And I got super nervous because she said, "I don't know." So then I was like looking down, like I was like sad a little bit. So then I I picked up my dish and stuff and put them away, and then came back and she came up to me and was like, "All right, we exchanged numbers." I was like, "Yeah." Oof. That is deep.
Deep.
All right. And so since then, Loudon and me, I was at his house, and me and Loudon and Lucas were discussing like what to say. And it's not that Loudon like is completely unable of doing it. We just want to make it smooth, you know. And Adison today, especially, has been giving Loudon some advice. And currently Loudon is in a little bit of a pickle, but we will give you an update in the next podcast on how his relationship is going. And Adison is also in the talking stage. Adison, tell us about this.
Okay. So,
Sorry, the stranger at the park is leaving. We're all waving goodbye.
Yeah, random
Goodbye! He waved back.
okay. The stranger in the park has left. So,
Now we get to the dirty talk. No, I'm kidding.
so I go to Lexington High School. I think I mentioned
Addison.
that earlier.
No, you haven't, but now people know where you go to school.
It's fine.
There's
It's
two
okay.
Lexingtons, Kentucky or Ohio. Not we don't need to
we already,
mention that he
we
lives
already,
in Ohio.
we already told them we live in Ohio.
Yeah, by the way, our address is...
My social security number is actually
Yep.
exactly.
Okay.
4.269.
Time out, Lucas. Tell us a story in 3 minutes.
So,
3 words actually. So
crap and poopy.
that's 4 words. You said so. Crap and poopy.
Well, I meant to say crap and poopy.
Good, Addison.
Okay. So, I asked a girl out to prom, and she said, "No, I hate you." No, I'm joking. She said yes.
Loudon. Loudon just pulled up the text with him and Linda.
It's like halfway.
Who's Lydia? I thought her name was Linda.
No.
Okay, and we are currently in the talking stage, although I would like to bring it further.
Okay.
Aw, would Isaac like to explain his relationship?
Isaac, do you have a relationship too?
I do not have.
So currently, me, Lucas, and Isaac are all 0 girls.
No, Lucas has a crush on the lunch lady.
That doesn't matter. Listen. So there's this very attractive Asian chick. No, I'm just kidding. I've never met her.
Lucas, you want to tell a story?
No, there's no story to tell because it's not a thing, right, Lucas? If it's a thing, then tell us the story.
I want me to tell you on why they think that.
Careful,
Isaac. Okay, so Isaac, first of all, is trying to ride my unicycle right now, and I am scared. Second of all, he can't even get on it.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. This podcast is
Isaac,
a
I've
little
told you how to
longer,
do it like 1,000 times.
but we're entertaining.
Okay,
people
and
for
third
some
of all, so I went to get some fruit punch. Okay, at camp. So I was sitting at the table. I got
reason. Racially insensitive warning.
Okay, so yeah, racially. Got up, went to go get juice from the finest Asian, as I quoted at camp. Came back to the table. I said that, and Isaac was just.
You said freshly poured by
freshly poured by the finest Asian,
and that's where it all started.
and that's where it all started.
So.
And she's the only Asian in the in whole there. camp, so that's the only reason.
Well,
it's
it is
the
a
finest.
Christian camp, so to be fair.
Anyway, speaking of that, me and Lon are gonna go unicycle, so have fun in the next one.
Bye, Lucas.
Bye, Adison.
See ya later.
Isaac, will you ever be back for another podcast?
Yes. Hopefully.
I told him to say no, and he didn't. Isaac, can we end with you strangling me?
Yes.